Hello, welcome everyone. Just our next video of Planville series. As you see, I managed to get my save, which is just amazing. It took me, I would say, probably about a week to get back with it, but it's now done and sorted, so I can do a couple of more things to it. I tried to show you today only a couple of things just as a catch-up episode because I managed to get this in the morning and I did just one junction. There's nothing major, to be honest, and I'm just thinking about adding a few things to the other side of the city. As you see in here, all seems to working fine. This 81 tiles mode, I actually unsubscribed and subscribed to it again, which I think that was the main issue I have with it. So just a wee update what's happening with the city. So just for all of you guys that join the channel just to see a couple of episodes, as you see, the whole, basically it's not like a one city, just like we have this island on the right side, two of them, two cities, two towns, two neighborhoods, one side closer to us with a couple of buildings, and there was the biggest city of the whole island. It's in the back, we're gonna get there over in a second. The biggest island you see in here is the biggest park we have just now, which is natural reserved, and as you see, basically the whole island is used like that. I don't have really intention to do any build on it, it's just gonna stay as it is, just to keep it natural. One thing I noticed is just those trees in here, which will be removed later on. So the one thing I think I'm gonna do, see what we have in here. We have our forestry industry on that side, the bottom of the map. Now we have our industry on the left side, a bit in here, which I'm gonna leave it in there. Just a small portion of it, so I'm just gonna leave it in there. But what I'm thinking, because there's a lot of connection between the main city and the airport in here, and those 2-3 cities down the bottom, I think I'm gonna paint a park all over this massive mountain range in here, and that will be a park in the future in there. So we get to that at some point. I'm gonna leave it just now for the actual build. The only thing I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna paint this park. There we go. Because what I'm gonna do, I just want to know how it's gonna look like. Elizabeth Garden, it's actually quite a nice name. How it's gonna look like in the future. There we go. And of course, you know, we can use that. You know what? I'm wrong. I'm just gonna extend this. I think that will be a better way, and then we're gonna change the name. So we're gonna have this park basically all over the mountain. It's quite a big range. And this part in here, that's our water source, which we're gonna use. and that will extend in there, and then we have a lot of entrances to it, and we're just gonna use it as a main park. There we go. There's no parking there, but what we're gonna do, we're just gonna make this like this. That's our university, so we're just gonna leave it in there. And we can use this as an extension. That's our forestry industry, which will be just at the end of the park. There we go. And park will be to this extension. And the only thing we have to do just now will be just connect all the dots. See, my current city I have, it's, of course, if you're watching Biffa series, you know it's based on his map that he's using, and it's heavy based on that. It's just my approach to it, which is just absolutely beauty of that game, that you can watch the series and you can say, you know what, I like it, but I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't do this, I'd just change this and change that. And what he did, and I've seen on August recently, he did a couple of parks with his map, but what I'm thinking, that will be absolutely amazing place to use it as an access from one side to another side, and some solutions on the top, because if you look into that, that's a massive range. It's like a division between one side, yes, and heavy.
It's time we invited birds indoors with the rest of us. Do your part and
suburban, heavy, and quite condensed city on this side. So I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of traffic in between. So you can see that with many cities. So this island in here, and that could be basically like a dragging point for the tourists, just to use this park in here. And if you go to Park Gate, which is this one just now, it's 187,000 cells in size, which is absolutely massive. If I go to this park, it's 212. So they are absolutely massive, but I'm just gonna add a lot of things to it. More trail, just massive park, which we're gonna add more things to it, but just for now, it just as a placeholder, I would say. What I did when I finally managed to get the access to save file, I just add this junction. I think that was one of the actually first ones I did myself, so I hope for the best how it's gonna work. The only thing, and I'm still thinking how to actually add it. See, if you're driving from this side, this direction, there is no actual access to the other side, and I'm not really sure how to do it, because you can have access from this. I'm just not the biggest fan of that, so I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. So what you can have here and what you can have in here. We have a lot of demand for residential, which we can use this part in here, and I think I'm gonna do it. Probably something similar to this. Some commercial, so that will take care of itself, and some industry or offices. So I was thinking, we have our farmland on this side, which is the only part of the map. Something on this side. It's working well, don't get me wrong, it's working absolutely well, but I'm thinking in here will be actually quite good to have it, because what you have in here is our train line, which is cargo, with access to this. So there's a lot of space we can use and just add a few things in here. And you know what, we can have access to this side as well, and this sewage is just waiting for me. I actually have a lot of assets from workshop. Sewage, and as you see, all those assets will be added in here. How to search.
This is Jane Ace, and you're listening to The Hawk.
What about Avania? Can I type this in? Oh, there we go. There we go. Avania. And what I need is just the sewage. Let me just check what was the name for it. Because I know she added a lot of things on workshop, and I'm not sure if they actually be added when I download the copy again. I'll get into that, that's fine. So that's still waiting to be done. It's not gonna stay like this. I just don't like it as how it looks like, so I need to change this. I know that, I'm getting to that. So junction done. That will give us another access to this neighborhood. That will give us less traffic on this massive junction in here, and possibly something less in here as well. So we just if they have more options, they'll just give them better access. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is just now. This neighborhood, as you see, there was a couple of changes to it, but I just lost them, so I'm not gonna get back to that, at least not for now. And what I'm thinking is just adding something on this side, just to make the demand for this. The only thing we have to do is just to find a way to cross the motorway in here, and that will be actually quite good to do it as soon as. The only thing I'm not really sure if you connect to see the station you have in there. Can you actually connect in there? Let's just see if we can do it. That would be amazing if that could be done. So if I do that, oh, that's no connection. There's no connection like in there. How to do this connection in there? I think we have to be. See, that's the only connection you can have. I think we just need another road access in there, which is not ideal, but at least you can have it. Let's just try. What about if I go... Why is this node in there? Let's just check. Okay, so we need to move this node a bit. And let's just go like that and see what we have. Same height. Hello. Okay. That needs to be sorted. It can't stay in there, so we don't just need to move it a bit. Can you move it in there? Let's just see. That would be great if we can do that. I know it's move it, but I just don't want to move them in a random spot. There we go. Oh, that can't stay in there. So this needs to be moved back. Of course, not like that. We need to use this tool. There we go. Oh, that would be... That's actually quite good, because what we can do now is I can use the same road and just go straight from that point to there. Can I do this? I think I can. What will... no. I don't need an angle. We can do that, and actually we can move those ones in here, and that will have more sense. One in there. And one in there. That's absolutely fine. It's actually looking good. The only thing I don't know
At
if they
Astergea,
have
we've
access
been making the best in mobile phones for over 20
from
years.
there.
How did we get there?
There's no way to check.
By putting ringtones in
But I
every
have
commercial
access
that make you think your
through
phone is
there.
ringing. Whether you have
Which
a
is
new
fine.
phone, an old
The
phone,
only
or just
thing
leave it
we
on
need
vibrate,
to say to
we
them,
make sure you
sorry
always hear your
folks,
phone in our
but
commercials. It's our way of
you
saying,
can't
we hear you.
park
So don't be silenced when opportunity
there
calls, pick it up.
whatsoever.
It's for you. Astergea Mobile.
If there's a car park, just use the car park. No, and no.
Listen up, y'all. You got it tuned to the heart. We got
Perfect.
jams and jams, so keep it right here, sports fans. Let's keep it moving.
And now how to connect those roads. Let's just check what's the height. it's actually just in there. So what we could do is connection there, and what will be the connection there? I don't need that. I need connection there. And I'll show you what's the reason behind this approach. Because see, if you go to change this to oh my goodness me. What happened in here? There we go. Now it's correct. If you change this, battery, what you could do is you can actually move those points as you see, and now you can adjust the way the tunnel works. Of course, it doesn't work quick save, it doesn't work well, but what we're gonna do in here, there we go. We're gonna have this. Now the only thing we need to do is, of course, lower this down. So I just need to extend this. It's just way too close. There we go. And now we can have this option. Not just 3 clusters, which if you move them, I will move everything. Now the only thing we have to do is just find the right spot. Oh, come on, work with me. There we go. See this? It will give access to all those people to the train station. And if you want to do it in a proper way, that actually could be maybe connection like that. No, I'm gonna do this like this. Yeah, we have a connection in the node in the middle. So we can do this. that way we have a nice connection in there. See, there was a thing that was industrial road. I quite actually like the tunnels from them. Show you why. This one. Just the look of them. But the thing with them, they're just too noisy. So what about this? Oh, come on, please let me select. Oh, there we go. Oh, this one is much nicer because you can actually see this. And I don't think it's, you know, safe when you have. Oh my goodness, you can't have trees in there. So I'm just gonna remove them, of course. Why all of a sudden we have trees in there? That's not gonna happen. So let's just move them aside. There we go.
Non-stop and fast talking around the clock and loading up another jam for the people. This is Jane Ace and you're listening
Oh
to the
no,
Hot.
it doesn't look good. And there was a way to do this. If you change this to slope, there we go. And we have first people actually using this as an access to our station, which that was the intention. The good thing with this, see this part in here, you can actually use it as a service solution or something like that. And with this road, it won't be used heavy anyway, because basically the traffic in here, there's no cargo traffic. It's just like a local access, which you can have from time to time. That will be nice park as well, but I'm just gonna leave it for now. So that way we have access, but also it just gave us a division between this part on the right and the left side, and you can use it. As you see, I don't have picker tool, and I had an issue with getting this to work, so I just remove it for now. I don't know if it's an update or it's just my modes that I have and the problem with them, so I'm just gonna leave it without it for some time, and just to see if it's that was causing the issues. Our university acclaimed, which is good, and what we have, we just need some more students, but we get there. Yeah, that's a good access now. That's fine. Maybe a bus or something. Maybe that will be a solution. But that's sorted just now. The junction is done as well. So a couple of tweaks, but the main thing for me is just I'm so glad I finally get an access to save file. That's the main thing. So I don't want to do a lot today. I'm so relieved that actually did happen and I have access to that. Why this one is here? I don't like it. It's too big. Just wrong part of the city, and you need to go. Sorry. See, all the tall buildings, basically they were reserved for this site. Just to keep it clear. One thing I did download, and I'm actually thinking what I found on a workshop, and I think that was one of the comments I've seen on Facebook, one of the groups, was my airport. It's not the best option for it, and I think I had it. That's not the one, that's not the one, that's not the one. I download an asset and I'm not sure if it's asset creator. That wasn't Avania. That wasn't Avania. That was one of the creators. So I don't need that. How to switch it off now? Oh my goodness, I don't know. There we go. What was her? It's quite a few assets. Oh my goodness, I just can't remember. What was the name for the airport? Oh my goodness me, I can't remember just now. Oh, someone asked me about overpass that I did. There we go. It's working so well. It's so much better than actually running one, so I'm just gonna leave it there. There we go. I have. Oh, there we go. I download this. Oh my goodness me. Oh no. I was thinking it's a bit smaller asset. No. I was actually thinking to add it, but it's just too much. For this map, basically, that's what I'm thinking. We can have you see the airport is there, so that will be a good spot. We can have you like that. It's a nice asset. And I know there was a bigger tower. Lights. Oh, they're absolutely fine. And, there was a bigger tower I can use in here, but I think I'm okay with that one. It's from the asset, it fits well, so I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, there we go, it's working now. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. I mean, no complaints. Sorry guys, but The flats in here are really cheap, so you can't complain about the noise. So a couple of tweaks, and see with next episode I'm just gonna add a couple of more things. Today I'm just so glad we actually have it. So basically just the maintenance. The one thing I would like to show you, and that's something I built and added ages ago. I'm gonna show you this in here. If you go to import freeway import, no, that's not this one. Import, no. Import, not this one. The one thing I did with all my trains, and it's not done in here, but I checked this. See, if you don't fancy doubling your tracks, the one thing you can do, let's just see like this. If you go to your trains, and that's your external line. So that's trains coming from outside the map, yes, and you want to split them between cargo and passenger on the map and just basically stop traffic from outside world. You can do one thing. You can have your passenger station on one side, there we go, and you can have your cargo station on the other side. And as you see, there is a difference in size, and using this difference in size you can do this. Look, so again this one will be opposite way, so there and there. So see, you can have let's just select nodes, and I'm gonna move it so you can have
At
your
Banhammer
trains
Riverbank, we want you to trust us with your money.
coming there,
Because it's with your money that we can make you more
going
money.
there as well.
How? It's not funny business.
And
it's money
that's your
business.
passengers,
You
that's
give your
your
money to
cargo.
us, and it will grow
Then,
with interest. That's
what
the
you can
plan, at
have,
least.
you
Maybe
can
that's
have
too
your
complicated for you.
cargo
Imagine
and your
planting a money
passenger
tree in the ground and
on
watering
a
it.
separate lines.
Hold on. Imagine if you had a money
And every
pot,
time
and
a
you
train
fed it more
is
money,
coming
and after
from
digesting
outside
it would,
the map, the
okay.
passenger will
you
go
want
in
to go
there,
money fishing, so you use a
They're
little
gonna
money to catch a
transfer
big money. You
to
know,
this
just come in
station,
and talk to us.
and they're
We
just
have
gonna
even
use
more
this.
metaphors that allow us to avoid saying what we really
That
do with
way,
your money.
you
Banhammer
don't
Bank.
have
Feed the money
basically
monster.
a connection from the trains outside your city. The brilliant solution with that is no massive traffic and no, I think they call it dummy traffic, so there's no like traffic between outside world to outside world without stopping at your city. So that's an option, and that will give you more solutions. The one thing with this, which I did with one of the cities, you can make a loop. So basically, all the tracks from this station will go to this station. It's like a one-way loop you can use, and that will give you that option if you wish. It's working really well, and I used it a couple of times, and I would actually recommend this if you like to use something like that. It's actually quite cool working feature. I'm not gonna do this on this map because my map it's already prepared for double tracks, as you see, but there's something that you can use if you want to try it on your map. So once again, there will be just a catch up today. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for all the messages you sending to me. That means a lot to me, and it's just helping to, you know, do more, improve, and add more content to the channel. As you see, there's so much to do all over the place, and I'm getting there. Now when I have my save fixed, I can do more, and I will add this in the future. Just for now, it's just amazing, it's working again. So there's a lot of things to come, so I just want to show you a couple of things that I have made so far. That's my car factory. Actually, it would be quite cool to have a connection from here to there, but I think will be a bit too complicated just now. All those factories, if you're making those connections, is see goods export almost 10,000, import 8,000 if you add mail. It's a lot, but I just need to fix this part. This part of the city, it's importing a lot, and I would prefer if they're actually using map resources instead. But we get to it at some point. So city is working. Let's just try to use city tour just so we catch up. And for next minute, thank you so much for watching. I will try to add something tomorrow as a proper episode. This one is just playing catch up. It's just so much happened between getting this back on track, getting it sorted. It took me a week, so there was no time to actually do anything for the actual build. The junction was like a half an hour today and it's done. So all positive, all looking good. Thank you so much for your support on the channel. I hope it's gonna add more and more to it content over the time. I posted a couple of previous cities on the groups that had positive feedback, and that just encouraged me to do more with that. So thank you very much again for this, and I see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.